Hey guys, so I finally get around this season to do more videos. Today I'm going to share with you my fermenting process. In one of my previous videos it mentions, or I showed you the fermenting in the plastic zip bag. Some people had issues with that, with mold and so forth, and it's only good for small batches anyhow. So sorry to anyone whose tobacco might have been jeopardized by that process, but here I've got another concept for you guys which is way better and somewhat proven to work. So let's go. I'll show you. We'll start with this pot here. I have got a 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter pot, quite a big deal. But you can get away with something a lot smaller than this. I'm just showing you this, guys, for the concept. It's just basically creating a steam chamber or an environment to heat your tobacco to 50 degrees Celsius. But as we go through this, you'll put it together. Inside my pot, I have a suitable sized basket, steamer basket I suppose you could call it, and inside here I have a stand for it to keep the basket up out of the water that's in the bottom of this pot. I've got about an inch or two of water in the bottom of this pot just to stop the pot getting too hot on the heat source. My rack here stands 10 centimeters off the bottom. The further you can get away from that heat source, the more even heat distribution you're going to get through your tobacco. So that's all it is. Bit of water in the bottom just to create some steam, and so things don't, I don't know, dry heat onto this pot. Just doesn't feel right. And now to heat that pot, I have just an average benchtop cooker, $35 at Kmart, and I just set that to a medium temperature on both elements for this size pot. If you had a smaller pot, obviously you just need one. And I have it running on a thermostat controller which has been boogied up. Perfectly safe, done by someone who knows what they're doing, but you can do better than that. They have plug in the wall varieties online. You just plug it in, set your temperature, and make sure this temperature probe goes into sitting just above the water level is pretty good, and set that all up to mine's a floating one here. It floats between 45 and 55, but that's all good. I believe the plug-in ones are a bit more accurate than that. So that's my heat source and my steamer pot, and inside the steamer pot I put my tobacco in plastic bags, and I've squeezed, as you know, not all the air but quite a bit of air out of there, just so the tobacco's surviving in its own moisture. Now these have been in the pot now for 48 hours. Sorry guys, just opening up this bag so we can have a nosy. So smell, there's no strong ammonia smells. I wouldn't say it had a sweet smell just yet. It's just all pretty average. But the key is the ammonia smell's gone. So I'm just going to grab a leaf to give you guys a comparison. Just wait there a sec. Sorry about that. So this is a stack cured variety, so it comes out of my stack cure dried. Anyway, it's the dried leaf before it's gone into the fermenting process. You can see the greens all through that, and all of the leaves look similar to this. They carry the same amount of green in the same parts of the leaf and whatever. 48 hours in the fermenter, no such problem, and it's even all the way through the stack. The process goes all the way through that tobacco, no problem at all. And the other variety I'm doing is the golden burley. That's your freshly air cured leaf. Let's just do a comparison to that. You can see that without even trying. Change colour again, not getting any. Well, there's a little bit of a smell there, but nowhere near what it was. I'm planning on putting this in for another 48 hours, and then I will do a clip later on to show you how that came out, and then we'll start moving into some flavouring, I suppose. When I get enough tobacco to this point, we'll start looking at maybe doing some flavouring. Okay guys, enjoy the video. That's how I'm doing it. Just seal up your bag. So what we want to do with this now that it's come out of the cooker is just make sure that it's at that nice soft pliable texture. You don't want it carrying any excess moisture. If it is, just lay it all out, let it air back to that nice supple tobacco with no excess moisture, back in the bags, back in the fermenting. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I do it 48 hours at a time, so we'll see what it looks like at the next stage. See you soon.